Welcome back to Elements of Art. I'm Natasha and I have another art question for you. Have you ever drawn in a sketchbook? Do you know what a sketchbook is or how to use it? A sketchbook is a book filled with blank pages that artists use to draw out ideas or practice their observation and sketching skills. It is an essential part of the artist toolkit. You will have purchased a sketchbook when you were getting together the materials for this course. Yours can be any size or type for the purposes of this course. In today's lesson, we will discuss personal and technical applications for the use of a sketchbook, the purpose of sketchbook prompts, and practice using prompts. Back in Lesson 1.0, we discussed some of the specific material concerns when it comes to buying a sketchbook. These included size, binding, and the type of paper in the sketchbook. Knowing all of this information is important, certainly, but once you've decided which sketchbook to purchase, it's time to figure out how and why to use it. So why should you use a sketchbook? Well, there are personal reasons and more technical purposes that deem a sketchbook as useful. Personally, a sketchbook can be used like a visual diary. You can keep it to yourself and use it as a safe place to draw and give your voice to your emotions. It is convenient to have a spot to open up and doodle when the feeling strikes. And since a sketchbook is filled with blank pages, it can be multi-purpose. You can keep a collection of important dates, jot down the names of songs that you hear that you enjoy. Use it as a place to collect things that you want to keep, like pressed flowers and pictures, notes. It can become so much more than just a record of your growth in drawing. It can be a collected novel of inspiration for your greater artistic ventures, and a place to reflect and represent yourself. Technically, a sketchbook can be used as a space to lay out and develop ideas, practice different techniques and medium applications, and to track your artistic progress and development of new skills. If you ever feel unmotivated about your art or you desire to see solid evidence of your developing skills, you can look back through past sketchbooks and see how far you've come. Browsing through old sketchbooks can reveal patterns in your work, like preferred subjects or themes. Sketchbooks catalog the evolution of your own personal artistic style. In either personal or technical applications, a sketchbook will always be more meaningful when it's used often. An unused sketchbook will be of no good. The next thing to know regarding sketchbooks is the term prompt. In this situation, a prompt does not mean to be on time. For a sketchbook, a prompt is a posed question or scenario that allows you the opportunity to come up with an original visual solution in the form of a sketch. A prompt assists in the creation of an idea. Imagine looking at a blank page and then being told to draw something. In this scenario, the artist often spends a great deal of time either trying to come up with something or trying to narrow down their thoughts to a single idea. But with a prompt, some guidance to the brainstorming session is provided. The prompt may give you a specific subject or a vague concept. Whatever type of prompt, it is there as a stepping stone to the process of creating a sketch. You aren't left with an empty void of a blank page and no idea of how to fill it. With a prompt, you also can choose how to address it. You may draw exactly what is requested or think about it in a more abstract way and create something outside of the box. There are two important things to remember about sketchbook prompts. The first is, a prompt is there to help you, not hinder you. Let it be the spark of your idea. The second thing to remember is that you do not need to worry about a sketch that stems from a prompt becoming a perfect finished masterpiece. Your sketchbook is not the place to seek perfection. It is a place for practice, experimentation, mistakes, imagination, and growth. A prompt should be addressed thusly. First, compose a list of ideas. Next, create a few thumbnail sketches that illustrate your best ideas. And then, select the thumbnail sketch that has the most visual interest and strength to use as your plan for the prompt. And then, start a larger drawing. Let's practice using prompts. First, we will compose a list of ideas. Let's say you were given the prompt to draw water. Let's try to work out some creative solutions from this broad and open-ended prompt. This is a very simple prompt. It would be easy to just think of a glass of water and draw that. But we want to think outside of the box on this one while we create a list of ideas. So let's take a good long think about how to draw water and make a short list with some possible ideas. Well, when water falls from a sink or other tap, it often takes on the form of droplets. When droplets fall from the sky, you get rain, which is also water. You can incorporate other rain-type imagery like an umbrella or puddle. When water gets very cold, its form changes into ice. And really, if you think about it, a snowy scene could also be used to show water, since snowflakes are water crystals. What about the sea? The ocean is a great source of inspiration when it comes to water-related imagery. Think of all the creatures that live in the water and call that their home. Consider the motion or feeling of swimming or riding through water, the ups and downs of the waves. Think about portraying those motions with abstract, moving lines. Let's go even further. What about a lack of water or dryness? That's a fun out-of-the-box spin on the topic, and a desert is a great depiction. See, we've found many possible ways to interpret this prompt, and there are so many more that we didn't even mention. Pause the video and give it a try. List a few additional ideas you could draw if given the prompt, draw water. Try to think of some outside of those we've already explored. Once a flurry of ideas have surged forth after giving the prompt some time for analysis, a great next step is to practice using the aid of thumbnail sketches. A thumbnail sketch is a very small mock-up of an idea in a visual form. It provides a quick way to see if your idea will work on the page. A thumbnail sketch is typically only 2 or 3 inches in size. They are done very quickly and require only a small amount of detail. Let's do another sample prompt together. Let's say this time our sketchbook prompt is to draw a teddy bear. While this prompt is not as open-ended as draw water, there's still a lot of room for variations. First, we'll start with composing a short list of ideas, and then we will focus on the step of creating thumbnail sketches. Let's think. We could draw the bear from various perspectives, give the bear a prop, personify the teddy, or provide it the opportunity to show emotions. We could costume the bear or provide it with a distinct persona or character, place the bear in an unusual situation, or give it a detailed background. I could abstract the teddy or code it in an unusual pattern. Now I'll choose a few of my ideas that I think have the most potential and begin to create some thumbnail sketches. Remember, these sketches are usually 2 or 3 inches in size and are quickly and roughly drawn. They are only meant to help visualize your ideas. Now, I have a variety of ideas laid out that would work well in addressing my Draw a Teddy Bear prompt. Here, I can look through and decide which ideas have the most potential, select one as my plan, and then begin to work on a larger, more time-intensive sketchbook drawing. Now it is your turn to try using the first 2 steps in addressing a sketchbook prompt. Imagine you were given the prompt, draw food. Pause the video and consider this prompt. In your lesson notes, create a list of ideas, make some thumbnail sketches of your best ideas, and select your best thumbnail, the one that you would use for a larger drawing, by encircling it. Wonderful job! Isn't it useful to make a list and use thumbnail sketches when deciding how to address a prompt? Now, let's go ahead and review some of the details that we've learned about using a sketchbook. A sketchbook is an essential part of an artist's toolkit, but a sketchbook does you no good unless it's used. There are personal reasons for keeping a sketchbook, like using it as a visual diary, and technical applications for keeping a sketchbook, like practicing new techniques, subject matter, and materials. Sketchbook prompts act as a guide for your creativity to flow. They help to prevent the artist block a blank page can create. There are a variety of ways to approach a prompt. Think outside the box as often as you can. Making a list of ideas and then drawing out some thumbnails will assist you in achieving a strong plan for your sketchbook drawing. No sketch needs to be perfect. Using a sketchbook and completing prompts is designed as a form of practice or preparation for bigger, more finished artworks. Hopefully you now have more information about how to use your sketchbook and understand the value of practicing and sketching in it often. Have fun with the sketchbook prompts that will come as part of this course. And remember, art is all around you. Hey.